Who is the world's most attractive man? Your grandma might say Elvis Presley, your mom might say Brad Pitt, and your sister might say Luigi Mangione, but they'd all be wrong. This prestigious title now belongs to Jupiter the Hybrid.
I get all the girls because of my rugged good looks and my charm, and plus I'm pretty lucky because I was born a handsome devil. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty handsome, pretty good looking, so I get all the girls with my rugged charm and good luck.
Believe it or not, Jupiter, who was 25, did in fact get all the girls. The only problem was, these girls were quite literally girls. Jupiter's Snapchat messages revealed his extremely disturbing desires. When describing his fantasies to these girls, Jupiter certainly didn't beat around the bush, as he was willing to do anything for them. When the same girl revealed that she was only 16, Jupiter didn't miss a beat and told the girl to get on a bus and come here and we can F and have babies together. According to Jupiter, these babies would become hybrids, just like Jupiter, half vampire, half werewolf. Speaking of werewolves, Jupiter was also known as Black Wolf King on Snapchat, where he saw girls that were too young for him as a challenge. So how young were these girls exactly? Well, 14, almost 15. To understand how Jupiter the Hybrid came to be, we'll need to learn a little more about his childhood, where from the beginning, he was destined for greatness.
Ever since I was little, I've been told I was different, that I was meant for bigger and greater things, but the truth is, I'm scared. I'm scared of losing myself and all those I love around me. Ever since I was little, I've just felt awkward. I was an outcast. Nobody really likes me. Nobody in my life ever did like me.
Jupiter's struggles with social isolation had deep roots, as sadly, he was abused as a child.
While growing up, I had a brother who sexually abused me and made me his puppet. It went on for many, many years until after my sister told our parents. He was sent away immediately. He came back and did it again and was sent away again. It's almost been 10 years since I've seen the man.
Being abused by his brother shaped Jupiter into the man he is today, a traumatized and lonely human being simply seeking companionship.
Okay, Maya, 3 reasons we should date. 1, if you like what you see, then take it. 2, if you think that you'll be able to handle me, then that's on you. 3, you're cute as hell, and I'd love to have you on my arm. And here's a 4th reason. If you think that you'll be able to tame my inner beast, knock yourself out, girl. Thanks for watching, Maya. These are my reasons for you to date me.
There was also the added benefit that Jupiter was part werewolf. Before long, Jupiter's degenerate behavior began making waves online. A TikToker by the name of Binda picked up on the story and decided to interview Jupiter.
I'm a hybrid between vampire and werewolf. I'm a hybrid. My dad's a vampire, my blood dad's a vampire, my blood mom's a werewolf. Meaning I wound up with both their powers, so when I first got on with you, my skin started to itch. That's the one thing about us magical creatures. When we actually interact with others of our kind, we get itchy.
My shoulder was just getting itchy when I first met you. I was itching right here.
Yeah, I usually get itchy around my neck. And if you've noticed how when I'm literally turned on, you can tell just by my eyes, because my eyes start glowing a little.
As usual, the comments did not disappoint. Bro was not a hybrid, bro is schizophrenic. I think the itching is just because he needs to bathe. After her first video with Jupiter went viral, what was once Linda's TikTok page essentially became Jupiter's TikTok page, where literally every single video was about Jupiter. To expose Jupiter's predatory behavior, Linda decided that the best way to do so was to start dating him.
Are you single?
Depends on how you view me. I mean, I I date multiple women, yes, but
At the same time?
yeah.
So, like, what's the farthest base you've been to? I've been to third base.
I've only been to second base twice.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
technically 3 times.
Like a kiss?
Something like that.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm single and I'm looking for someone special.
Well, if you want, I can be that for you.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice. I would love that.
Yeah, I'm up for a good time.
Me too. So you're saying you want some of this Linda Bindussy?
Something like that, yeah.
The two of them continued flirting back and forth, where the conversation quickly turned quite naughty.
So what's your favorite part of a woman?
I don't know if this will be looked out upon by TikTok as a very good thing, but I do prefer a woman with a nice pair of tits and a nice type. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, well, you know, you have that right in front of you, right here.
Yeah. Well, I had to chew some gum to keep my jaw from clenching up.
Maybe you can just chew on this coochie. I have some gum you could chew on.
Yeah.
Jupiter also gave Linda a private fashion show, which really got her juices flowing.
Yeah, wow, you're making me really juicy right now.
I know. I have that effect on women. I really do.
After the fashion show, Jupiter showed Linda the bed they would sleep on if she visited him. Surprisingly, Linda didn't seem to be all too bothered by how dirty the bed was, as she was more concerned on whether or not it would fit the both of them.
Someone said you have a twin size bed. How are we gonna fit on it and do the thing?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unfortunately for Jupiter, his twin-size mattress wasn't the only thing that lacked in size.
I'm not very big down there, but I can still provide some satisfactory.
However, not everyone seemed to be satisfied with Jupiter, including his family. Linda interviewed Jupiter's sister Kia to learn more about him, starting with his disgusting excuse for a bed.
If you had to guess what was on that mattress that he has now, what made it brown? Was it his sweat? Was it his dirt?
I think it would probably be a little bit of fecal matter. It might be dirt. He might not be lying on that, but I'm pretty sure that it would be a little bit of fecal matter.
There was an explanation for this, however, as Kia would explain.
Mom cuddled him so much that he wasn't potty trained until he was 17. There was a point in time where he was using the bathroom correctly 95% of the time, and then I don't know what happened, and then all of that seemed to just be thrown out the window.
Do you think that he ever grew out of wearing those diapers?
No, he was still wearing them the last time I saw him.
While a non-potty trained adult man is a serious matter in its own right, the conversation would later shift to something much darker.
If Jupiter was left in a room alone with a child, what do you think would happen?
If they were under the age of like 10, if they annoyed him enough, I can almost guarantee that there would be a broken bone or a death of that child.
Hearing Kia speak on Jupiter's behalf was one thing, but was there any truth to her claims? Unfortunately, the answer is yes.
My darkest fantasy is to watch all those who wronged me die by my hand. That's my darkest one. I want to kill everybody who's wronged me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to say. I want to kill those who have wronged me as a person. I can make those people disappear. There's places out here in Idaho where I can bury bodies and no one would think to look.
Have you done it before?
Not really done it, but actually thought of it. There are some people I want to bury out somewhere in Melba where no one will ever think to look. There's places here in Idaho no one would ever think to look for a body.
While comments like these might just be Jupiter living in La La Land, back in the real world, Jupiter was asking some equally concerning questions.
Have you ever thought about maybe becoming a star? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, what if you and I decided to make, if ever you and I got married and we decided to make our own videos, and we added them to different sites and they paid us a butt ton of money, would you consider doing it with me every time?
You might be wondering, how old was this girl? Well, not of age, although this can't be proven for certain. What can be proven, however, is Jupiter's previous interactions with literal children.
Audio English. Red.
I speak English. Yeah, I'm an Englishman. Or should I
Okay,
say
okay.
I'm an American.
I speak Bosnian.
Jupiter's followers called him out on his predatory behavior, with one viewer writing, "So, let's stop speaking to this child, Jupiter." Unfortunately, Jupiter didn't seem to listen. I'll let Linda explain.
Feel like you were mature enough to make babies, then you were old enough to do so. To which someone replied, "So you would breed me even if I'm 15? And his simple response was, "Yes."
However, if a random Discord screenshot isn't enough to convince you of Jupiter's intentions, maybe the existence of his 15-year-old girlfriend will.
Oh, what is this?
That's my girl. Who? What?
What is this?
Objection!
Hold up. I think that there's still more. Let's just.
Who is
This is your girlfriend? She's born.
Yes.
So this is your girlfriend.
Yes, in the UK. In the UK, she actually, in the UK, 16 is actually considered adulthood. Did you not know that? Yeah, in the UK, she's considered an adult.
As if one underage girlfriend wasn't enough, Jupiter also confessed to sending inappropriate photos to other young girls.
Shown around social media to everyone
So you sent nudes to an underage person.
I didn't send it all over the place. I only sent one to
But
one
you
of my...
sent it to a...
person? It was the one person though.
But you sent it to an underage person.
Let me explain myself. I was not thinking clearly. My brain was out of commission. I was drunk.
He was drunk.
I was out of it.
Yeah, it was
I
under the
did not
influence.
think clearly. I'm a disabled fucking adult. How many times must I tell you guys that? I am disabled.
Jupiter blaming his disabilities for his actions was right on brand. According to Jupiter, dating minors was just for show.
By the way, I only dated minors it was only for show. I wasn't actually doing it. It was only for show.
Oh.
Some people took that too far, you know? I did it just for show. I wasn't even serious with them. I just did it for show. You guys need to leave me alone and stop this crap now. It's pissing me off.
According to Jupiter, his predatory behavior was a thing of the past.
I only did it for show. I wasn't actually doing anything to them. I wasn't actually dating them. So piss off, eat my ass, or eat shit and die for all I care, Chris. Whoever and wherever you are. I was only doing it for show. But you people are taking
Linda
it too
Binda
far.
does not condone any of these messages.
So quit with the shit, and I swear to God, if I go live and someone goes, "Oh, it's the I'm going to end my life there." I stopped talking to them. I cut contact with all of them, so that's pretty much good for me. I'm better now. I'm doing better now. But if anyone says that I'm foul one more goddamn time, I swear to God, I will fucking leave TikTok. I swear to God. I am sick and tired of you people trying to make me into the villain when I'm not. I'm not a villain. I'm a good person. You should all just back off of me and leave me alone, you know? I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of you guys. Oh, he's a blah, blah, blah. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you. There, I got that all off my chest now.
After finishing his rant, Jupiter educated Linda's audience on how life as a half-vampire was.
So what blood do you drink?
Usually animal blood. I
What?
can bring inanimate objects to life, and use them as a blood source. They're known as homunculi, and they're used as a blood source. This was one of the inanimate objects I brought to life. Her name's Shiratora. Although people call her Twilight, her name I gave her was Shiratora, which is translated to shooting star. But sometimes I call her Star for short, but sometimes I'll just call her by her name. So she's one of the many homunculi I brought to life.
Jupiter also revealed that he and Shiratora the stuffed pony were proud parents.
Her and I have a bunch of kids, but I don't really want to bring them on camera, you know?
So, like, you've had children with her?
Yeah, but I made her promise no more after, like, our last set of triplets. I told her no more. I was done.
So how exactly did Jupiter manage to impregnate a stuffed animal? I think you'll regret that you asked.
I just inject some of my into her, and then I use magic to grow the embryo over time, and then the embryo takes on a new life, and then they have to be transferred to a new body. If you get my meaning.
At this point, nearly everybody who knew him understood Jupiter's meaning thanks to Linda's TikToks. Her numbers spoke for themselves, as any video that featured Jupiter easily gained millions of views. The comment section didn't take it easy on Jupiter either. Jupiter is gross. What if? These clips are gonna end up on a Netflix crime documentary one day. Feeling the pressure of the entire internet, Jupiter decided to address the rumors. Turns out, the TikTok comments were right. Jupiter was a predator.
It is with a humble heart that I, Jupiter, aka Corbin Pennell, was a pedophile, and am hated for those crimes. I ask the world's forgiveness, as well as those who I've wronged, Bree, and all those other named souls that I have wronged. Pedophilia was never really what was supposed to be, and I apologize for those actions that I have taken. Bree and other countless souls who I have hurt and wronged, I beg your forgiveness for the pedophilia I have done. I am not worthy of knowing if you forgive me or not. I am unworthy. And to the rest of the world, I was a pedophile, but I have seen the error of my ways and wish to be forgiven of my pedophilia crimes.
Despite confessing to these crimes, Jupiter didn't seem to be too concerned about hearing from the police. However, on July 7th, 2023, the Nampa Police Department would issue this statement. Earlier today, Nampa police detectives executed a search warrant at a residence in the 1900 block of West Bella Lane involving internet crimes against children. While the investigation is ongoing, no one has been charged yet, and we have no details on the case to release. We wanted to take this opportunity to remind parents that social media platforms can be useful, but are often breeding grounds for predators. Please, make sure you always monitor your child's social media accounts and report any suspicious activity. Take the time tonight to visit your kids and let them know not everyone has good intentions. Talk to them about what is right and what is wrong. Make sure their settings are private and that they haven't allowed anyone access that you don't know. Please also share this message with other parents who have kids in the teen age range. In the months following the police investigation, Jupiter would go silent on social media. On October 15th, 2023, however, Jupiter would release his long-awaited update.
You all honestly think I'm gonna go to prison? Check your facts before you do anything stupid. And back the hell up. And back the hell down. Final warning, people. Leave me alone. I don't care. I don't give a shit what you do. I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to prison. So you can all just bite me. I don't care. But a child predator is something I ain't.
Surprisingly, the Nampa Police Department would agree with Jupiter and release him from custody. I'll let Linda explain the details.
The Nampa police are not going to put him in prison for a few reasons. There's not like any evidence of him sending bad pictures of minors There's no like explicit, there are like statements, like words that he says, but that's not actual like proof. And they have his computer, they have his phone, they have everything. They should have the evidence, but they're not doing anything about it.
Since the conclusion of the police investigation, Jupiter has stayed rather quiet online. His most recent TikTok was posted over a year ago, and he has even disabled his comment section. We can only hope that Jupiter has changed for the better, but the scary part is, we may never know